Hello, everyone. Let's talk about stocks, yeah? I'm Jem,
I'm Cons.
and we are two bros interested in finance. I think this week's main topic is Trump and Putin meeting, which happened in Alaska. First time in the Western soil, as far as I know. The other possible meetings were always in Turkey. I think one of them was going to be in Saudi Arabia. As far as I know, I'm not sure. I don't think that they happened. I can't quite recall. I'm not gonna lie. But this time it happened, and we will further talk about them. So let's start. Putin and Trump met. Putin, I read it on Financial Times. I was like following it live on Financial Times yesterday as well, when Putin's plane was landing and everything. So essentially, this is what Financial Times said in the title. Putin demanded Ukraine cede Donetsk and Luhansk in exchange for freezing rest of the front line. So what I understand from here is Putin definitely wants to take some soil, take some territory, and is ready to end the war. But I don't think that Europe and Ukraine wants Ukraine to give up any territory. So I think this is the main topic. And since this meeting, maybe people actually thought that the war was going to end. And Rheinmetall, which was a big carrier for my portfolio, in the last month, especially in the last week, most of this happened in the last week. In the last month, Rheinmetall dropped nearly 12%. So this was a big drop, but at the end, nothing happened. Like no peace deal was made or anything in the meeting. So yeah, I think on Monday these companies are going to sorry. These companies are going to increase a lot again. But yeah, so what do you want to add on this? What were you expecting and what you expected? Did what you expect happen?
Bro, I'm gonna keep it clear. I expected meme templates, and we got them, bro. We got them.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
but yeah, what I think my expectation in general was really low, Jam. Like they meet in Alaska, and okay, like you just said, with the Donbass, sorry, Donbass
And
region.
Donetsk and Luhansk.
Also
I, I
Donetsk
can't
and
I can't really
Luhansk, yes,
pronounce them.
same.
Yeah.
But these regions, I think, have been his condition since the start of the war, right? So for me, I think that's
Mhm.
no new news. Um, the only good news is there wasn't really any news. So I see that obviously as a win, kinda. I think the
Yeah.
sell-off with the German, especially in the German military market or German military stocks like Rheinmetall, Renk, and ThyssenKrupp, for example. I think a little bit fear prior to this meeting in case something happens regarding peace. But then again, I don't think there will be, any stoppage of this German, building up the military, increasing military infrastructure, personnel, and equipment. And I think it's going to be positive news for these kind of stocks, and it's going to be a positive reaction in the market. But then again, Rheinmetall had a great run, right? You know it. You don't have to
Already,
say it.
yeah.
So might take a little breather there and just chill for a couple of months until returning to its bullish behavior, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the main takeaway from here is US, especially Trump, doesn't really care whether Ukraine loses any territory or not. He just wants war to end. But whereas Europe, I mean, specifically EU, doesn't want Ukraine to lose any territory.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is essentially it.
I think the main idea was uh, what I read at least is that Ukraine obviously first want the ceasefire before there's any negotiations about territory, and that really hasn't happened. So if there's not a full ceasefire, I don't think we can expect a peace deal. Even though
Yeah.
they've been meeting, I think delegations in Istanbul have been meeting from both sides, right, and stuff like this. But yeah, nothing really of any importance has happened, or nothing major really. So yeah,
No.
let's see how it
No.
develops.
So that's about it. Do you want to move on to Google, actually?
Yeah, let's go talk about some stocks,
So
American.
Google has been doing a good bullish movement right now. Like the trading week is over. We are on Saturday right now. It closed with $203.9. So we talked about this since we started this channel, since we started uploading our videos. Google has been a really big of a letdown for us, especially for me, because I trusted in Google a lot, and the most I trusted gave me the least returns. But I'm still bullish on Google. I still do think that by the end of the year, 220, 230 is still possible. But yeah, let's see. But in my opinion, right now, in terms of Google, is this an entry point? I'm not sure because it might drop a bit more and then it can start its run. We are still not in September, so there's still a lot to happen. But yeah, that's what I think. I still trust to Google, and I still do think that 220, 230 is like a really realistic target. But yeah, this is what I would say about Google. What's your take on this?
Yeah, I agree completely. Most of it, I honestly would say I wouldn't mind putting more money into Google because I think it's still quite cheap. It had a nice
Mhm.
run, and it hasn't reached a new all-time high yet. And Google is consistent with its revenues, and honestly, it's my favorite stock probably I own. And yeah, like you say, we had the patience tested, like always, we want to see results quickly. But I think the more patience you have, the better the results are, right? And I think even if you buy now at 200, above 200 USD, okay, it might drop 5, maybe even 10%, who knows? But it will reach new all-time highs in the long run, and I don't think like the 5 or 10% is going to make a huge difference in a 5-year investment. But yeah, I think it's really attractive still. I love it. I love the movement right now, outperforming some of the other stocks that have been outperforming Google in the past month. So love to see it, bro. Love to see it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, would you still buy from this price,
I
like
would.
around $204?
Yeah, I honestly would right now because I mean it's not my top priority. But if I would say, oh, I would like to open a position, a fresh position in Google, I wouldn't mind buying now because I buy at the euro price, and the euro price is quite low. The US dollar is quite weak, and actually I expect a little bit recovery of the US dollar. I'm not a huge currency guy, but I think it's been really downplayed a lot, and I think there's a lot of missing returns still there. So yeah, that's my thought because I don't know, I'm up 14% right now with the Google position. It has been better before the great April crash. So I think we both are
Yeah.
missing out if we convert it to the euro price on about 15 to 20% extra return.
Hmm.
So yeah, let's see. But I wouldn't mind starting a position and buying into a future drop and DCAing, or doing a monthly buy-in is probably not a mistake either with Google.
Yeah, yeah. The second company, if do you have anything else to
No,
add about
no,
Google?
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
The second company that I would say we should talk about is ASML. Right now, it's trading around 636 euros in Amsterdam market in Euronext. I'm not sure about the dollar price because if it's a European stock, I'm gonna buy it from the European exchanges. So ASML hasn't been the best stock either, in my opinion, and it's getting affected by this tariff war with China and America. But I still do trust in it. Would I enter from this price? Yes, I would enter from this price, in my opinion.
Same, same.
206, sorry, 636 euros. I think it's a good price to enter for ASML. This is actually my price. I'm a little bit in minus by small margins. I entered in ASML with this price, and I still do think that it's a very nice price to enter. And I do trust in ASML. Revenue is going up, everything is going up, income is going up. I think it's a very stable, very nice company. And yeah, I think this tariff war is going to end at one point as well. And by the end of the year, especially in September, I hope we start seeing, and I think we will start seeing a good climbing up in terms of price in ASML. What do you say?
Nothing to add, man. Nothing to add. Yeah, like you, I can only repeat what you just said. I think it's a really fair entrance price. Um, I think a couple of days or weeks ago, it was actually below 600 as well again. So that would have been nice to
Yeah, yeah,
exit
actually.
there. But right now I don't have the capital, or not yet the capital to add to it. I do have a little bit of a better entrance point than you, I guess, but in the long run, it's not gonna make a difference. I have very high hopes for this company, like you said, and I can see it going. I think my target price is above 1,000 euros, at least euro share price 1,200. Not by the end of the
By the end
year.
of the
No,
year.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. But I can see it. Wait, I think I can see it maybe 750 to 800, maybe potentially. You never know. It gets a cheeky bull run. I think it deserves it. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits that. And yeah, great company. I think a great entrance point here for the long run.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say about ASML as well, to be fair. Yeah, I think, yeah, like this is right now a good entrance point, but like it dropped below this as well. It dropped to nearly 600s not
Mm.
so far long ago. So maybe waiting is a better idea. But I've already entered and I trust the company. By the end of the year, hopefully we will get some good returns. I don't really have a price target. But I am expecting it to be at least Amsterdam Index, Eurostox 50, and S&P 500 by the end of
Hmm.
the year.
Yeah. I think it's kind of the same, right? For year to date, like the S&P, right? I don't even know. Oh,
I'm not sure
no,
actually.
no, no, no.
So year
Actually,
to date,
ASML is, yeah.
ASML is nearly 6% year to date. What is S&P 500?
I think the S&P 500 is 9 or 10%, I believe.
Yeah, okay. I think ASML is going to catch up and even beat it in my opinion.
Yeah. We shall see, but obviously I hope
Yeah,
for it. I hope for it. Big time.
yeah. uh, yeah, what's the next topic?
I would talk about some China earnings we had last week.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Quickly go over it. On Tuesday, I actually had my favorite, which was, or currently favorite because it's been performing well. Suddenly the mind changes, you know. But yeah, Tencent Music Entertainment, sister company of Tencent, had great earnings. They beat EPS and revenue, just like Tencent did as well on the day after. And yeah, with both companies, I'm really happy. Tencent Music, a lot of karaoke. It's pretty much the Spotify of Asia. This is their thing, and they hire They hire a lot of musicians and so on and so on. But yeah, it had a really great earnings. What do you call it when the price goes up? A reaction. Yes, it had a great stock reaction, right? I think on earnings it was up 15%, and it actually reached to be my largest position, and it's a 10 bagger for me right now. So I'm happy. It took a long time. Um, that stock was a lot of pain. It was low. It was really low in price, and I believed it was really undervalued. And yeah, it
Yeah.
had a great run over the years. And Tencent pretty much did the same, had a nice reaction to the market, beat revenue and EPS. And I love Tencent. It's like a China ETF company pretty much. So they cover everything for me from cloud to WeChat and gaming and everything that's kind of interesting for me. And then Alibaba, man, Alibaba and JD.com.
Before
Yeah,
you move on to Alibaba, right now Tencent Music is trading around $25. What's your by the end of the year target for Tencent Music? And do you think that this is a good entry point, or what would you do
yeah.
for it?
For Tencent Music, for me, is right now not the greatest entrance point. I can totally see a drawback after earnings. It likes to rise and then come back down and have a little consolidation place. So I feel like I know the stock, but if they keep on beating earnings and keep on doing what they've been doing, I would like to sell the share or a third of the shares at 30 euros. So per
Mhm.
share. So I think that would be nearly around 180, 190% of what I bought, or 200% around there. Um, but by the end of the year, maybe between $25, 26, 27. I don't know if I can see it rising so much more, honestly, because it had such a run already.
Right now it's $25. So would you say
Yeah.
that it's gonna hit like 30, 35?
Oof, I'm not sure, honestly. So yeah,
Okay.
let's see, because it had such a great run, and it does that, it does its moves and then consolidates for half a year. Um, yeah, it has the numbers, it has the revenue, and it's doing really well, and it's attractive apparently to investors now. So yeah, let's see, but yeah, maybe between 25 and $28, maybe 30, yes, if I'm being very
Okay.
bullish
You
for
said
it.
Baba and JD, right?
Yeah, with Baba, yes, they disappointed a little bit on earnings, but the outlook was great. They had their cloud outlook, and yeah, high single-digit growth still remains at Alibaba, like it always does for the past years. I think Alibaba is still undervalued as a Chinese company and in the long term. So I'm still bullish for it. But obviously, Alibaba is the perfect example of China market and China pain, man. So it's taking its sweetest time. I think it was at 140 US dollars earlier this year, and now it's just trading at 110, 120. I'm converting euros now. So it had a major drop off.
Right now it's $121.
Yeah, it had a drop off, but it's still up 25 to 20 to 25% year to date. So can't can't hate it. But yeah, earnings missed. JD was all right as well. Market didn't like the earnings too much. Retail increased, retail sales. Good sign maybe for the Chinese company. People are spending more money buying stuff. But yeah, the market wasn't really overwhelmed or wasn't really blown away by it. And honestly, I think out of all of them, I probably prefer JD.com as an entrance point because it's quite even with mine right now. And
Mhm.
it does major moves, but honestly, I'm most bullish on JD.com these days.
By the end of the year, you think that it might
It can double, honestly.
increase to. It can double.
Yeah, JD does these moves. Like it was at 45 US, now it's at like 30. Sometimes it does weird moves, JD.com. So yeah, I can see it, and it has been. I don't know. It has the potential to do so. It's quite undervalued in my opinion again. Let's see. Let's see what it does. I think it's consolidating right
Okay.
now, and same old story with China, man. It takes its time, but yeah, with enough patience.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't really have much to add about it. I know all of those companies. I mean, JD is like big. Every single one of them is big, but yeah, I don't really follow the Chinese market. It's like your crypto and my China is like around the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have much to add about it if you don't have anything else to add about it either.
Honestly, not much. The only thing I would add was the only interesting one coming is Xiaomi, which I'm really excited for next week as earnings. But
Mhm.
otherwise, I'm all set in that direction. Good for the video, no?
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, shall we end it then?
Yep, let's call it.
Okay. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. We talked about a bit of stocks and also the news, the biggest news there is for this week. Much didn't come up from there. Good news was not there, but it's okay. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you,
Subscribe,
guys.
like, share the video, ring the bell, and catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao, guys.